Grilled prawns. First of all, cut them in slices or juliennes. Cook them up in a grill, sort of grilling them. Then we infuse them with balsamic reduction with a touch of salt and pepper and the cayenne spice. Then we plate them, we line them down with the fish on top. Then we use the red stuff we have here is red pepper jelly. It's like a paint, sort of. Then we do touch of basil oil on the side. Very tasty. As per what I know, Chef Tori is more of a taste. He once told me that everything on the plate must have taste and the look. As a chef, that's prayer. All these things, what he did is we have all these things in the Indian Ocean. We get them here in Kenya. So what he did is he came up with his own ideas, then he infused with what we get here.
Great oysters. The shrimp are fantastic, right? The snapper, now perch. It's good stuff, it is.
It's called an artichoke tart. Basically, it's tomato sauce at the bottom, your normal concassé, with a puff pastry. Then we've put in eggplant and olives, finely chopped, that we've been seasoned with onions, garlic, a bit of Tabasco sauce. Then on top we have another tomato concassé. Then we finished off with the artichoke and the mascarpone mixed with truffle oil. Basically, it's a different version of a tart that we do here. We usually do tarts, but not this type. The artichoke aspective and the mascarpone mixed with truffle oil, which is quite good. Then the spicy. They mainly use Creole.
It's Creole seasoning. It's a simple combination of paprika, chili, cayenne pepper, black pepper, some kosher salt, garlic powder, onion powder, and some freshly ground black pepper with thyme and oregano. And that helps to give all the Louisiana food just a bit of extra spice. So add some of this in. Okay. And then next we're going to add some good old-fashioned butter. This together. And you just want to stir this. That'll melt the butter into the cream. We serve this with Indian Ocean red snapper. Fantastic fish, eats very smooth, clean. Tabasco butter, some fresh parsley. We also make a lobster boudin, which is like a spicy Cajun rice sausage. And all those flavors together with some artichokes, chopped chilies, a lot of fresh herbs. That's good Louisiana cooking. That is good, my friends. Simply pass this through a chinois, and we are off. We're ready to go. That's New Orleans. Set that right to the side. This is boudin. This is a Cajun rice sausage, and it's made with half rice, half pork. So what you do is you actually smoke the pork, right? So you lay out the pork, start a fire underneath it, okay? And then close the top so you get all this big billowing smoky flavor going on, okay? And so we smoke that plus garlic, onions, celery, and green bell pepper. That's the basis of all the Louisiana sauce work, okay? So you would smoke all this, then you grab the meat out of the smoker, and you grab a big pan and add in some pork fat, okay? That goes in the pan, then all the pork in, and turn the heat all the way up, okay? So you're caramelizing all that meat down. Good Creole seasoning, the Tabasco hot sauce, get all that stuff going in the pan, yeah? And then you take the meat out of the pan, then in goes all the mirepoix, onion, celery, green bell pepper, and you caramelize all that. Add in some Jack Daniel's whiskey, okay, some red wine, add the pork back in, and then add pork stock, okay? Bring it up to a simmer, push it to the back of the stove, and leave it for maybe 8 hours, okay? Pull it back up, and the pork is shredded, okay? It's completely falling off the bone, okay? Into that, you add in a bunch of rice, okay? Normal rice like you see here, huh? And these little tiny individual grains. You cook that down with the pork, right? Get all that flavor together. You take it off and you grind half of it, right? You mix the whole thing back together. We add in fresh herbs, right? More hot sauce. And then the Cajuns in Louisiana, they would use that as one of the staples. So instead of mashed potatoes, instead of yams, instead of sweet potatoes, we would use that. And it's got a lot more flavor, but it's certainly a staple of Louisiana cooking. I'm trying to make powder out of it, that's it. So today we're using now perch, nice fresh fish, right here in Kenya. We've filleted that and taken out all the bones, taken the skin off. Right through egg wash, Creole seasoning right into the pecan flour. And then we will saute that and add some fresh crab meat to the top. It's going to be a good dish for us. Tabasco sauce we did earlier.